Most people would run, but he didn't even blink his eyes. In a small American town, a boy was living without one of the most powerful emotion, fear. He approached dangerous animals, he wandered into traffic, and he is not afraid of anything. He would just stand on the edge of the wall or edge of something and he will not fear at all. Do you think this is bravery? This isn't bravery. This was a broken alarm system in his brain. And today we're going to see about this boy who couldn't feel the most powerful emotion, fear, and what is happening inside his brain. Hello all, as you know I'm Abhi, a psychology student. So today's video is all about that boy. Let's dive in. Brain which is responsible for the fear emotion. The cause, it's a rare genetic disorder. interesting. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you want to share it to someone who may think this is a very new thing to learn about. I am gonna come up with more mind twisting cases where psychology meets the darkest corner of reality. Thanks for watching this video till the end.